So, Devyansh, the first question in front of you is tell me about yourself. Okay, sir. So, what does, yes, sir. Okay. So, tell me about myself. Okay, so what I am. Okay. Uh, so, are you the one who used to get stuck in such type of question? Do you have been asked this same question, tell me about yourself, and your answers were like, Sir, I like to play cricket. Sir, tell me about myself. Sir, I love to cook food, sir. Sir, I love to do drawing, sir. So, do you give answers like that on every role, whatever you are applying? Either you are an experienced or a fresher. If you are such a boy, then I am here to help you out. So, how can you just improve your capability of giving an answer to the question, tell me about yourself? So, let's begin the particular video for today and let's understand that what should be the context that you should include in the context, tell me about yourself. So, there are few more most important points that you have to keep in mind. But before that, I would just like to tell you one thing. Under the question tell me about yourself, that doesn't mean that you have to be like excellent or fluent in English. You should be like normal one, that's okay. If you are like a like not so good in English at that time, that's okay, no issue with that. But uh, yes, of course, I don't like prefer that you should not learn. Of course, if you're a fresher or if you're experienced, gaining some English would be like beneficial for you for always. So try to improve your English, try to improve your fluency, so that in future you are becoming like you are able to like conversate with others, you are able to express your ideas in a better way. Because according to me, what do I think is that a person who is able to express his idea is more and more interactive and people like them more, instead of a person who is having a lot of knowledge but is not able to like just put up his idea in front of others or is not able to make people understand. So first and the foremost thing is this one. Now, moving on to the most important thing that you have to keep in mind while giving the answer to the question, tell me about yourself. So what do you have to tell to the particular interviewer who is sitting in front of you? First thing, you have to keep in mind for what role are you actually sitting in. So for that particular role which you are sitting in, you have to include the stuffs related to that in your question, in your answer actually to that question, tell me about yourself. Like just suppose I'm giving an example. If you're setting up for a position of software engineer, then what you can say at that time? So you can just go with it like, sir, my name is Devyansh Ojha and I currently like to do coding parts, and I am also like if participating in a lot of hackathons, and I love to participate in that because for me creating a new idea or working on a new idea is very important for me because I get to learn a lot of things from that. Apart from that, I also used to teach kids about coding or any other stuffs, whatever you like to include in that, you can include. Are you just getting it? Like what context I am saying under the question, tell me about yourself. So that's the most important key point that you have to note is that whenever you are giving to the answer to this particular question, you have to remember this. Now, the second most important thing, you have to remember that the interviewer who is sitting in front of you, why should he choose you instead of almost 100 to 200 or whatever is the number of guys waiting just after you to give the interview? So you have to make an impact in front of the interviewer. So that's the most important thing that you have to remember while giving the answer to a particular question. Okay, so first and the foremost thing, I've already told you that what should you include in that. Now, I will just like divide this particular video in two most important things that you have to remember. First thing, if you are a fresher, what you should say, and if you are an experienced, what you should go on with it. So if you are a fresher and if you want to apply for a role of a technical role, what you have to do is that, so usually in colleges, what I've seen that either the freshers used to apply for a business profile or a technical profile. So I will be telling on both of that, and then I will be moving on to the experienced one also. That what should experienced people say? So for first thing, if you're a fresher, if you want to apply for a technical profile like a software engineer or any of the analyst post or something like that, what you have to include is that whatever things that are included in that particular role, like for a software engineer, you should be fluent in like coding parts, project making, and all those stuff. So you have to include these 2 points in your like answer. Like, sir, I love to do coding parts. I have been frequently participating in a lot of contests and competitions regarding coding, and also I have been making a new like project which is also helping people around me in just, of course, in a bit slight way, but of course it is helping a few of them, even if it is 5 to 10 people. It's very good. So that will give a good impact on the interviewer. Now, moving on to the further business profile. If you're applying for a business profile, just suppose if you're applying for a business profile in which your work is to deal with clients, just suppose that deal with clients for a marketing purpose or something like that, you can say that, sir, as I was in a team, I was working, of course I was working in a technical project, but there my team was there was a requirement so that people can easily buy that particular product which we were making. So in that, I have designed the marketing strategy inside that, and I love to make people understand the actual benefits of using a particular product, or actual benefits of involving in a particular scheme or something like that. So you have to include these types of tricky points in your answer so that you are the particular interviewer is getting impressed in that. Okay, now moving on to after this to the experienced one. So what do experienced people have to do? So you also have to do the same thing for the business and for the technical role, but you should also include some parts of your already experienced projects or something that you are making. Like, you can say that, sir, of course I have been doing coding and projects and all those stuffs, but sir, actually I also have a habit in which if someone is doing any particular work, if we are doing a particular work, if I have some point of view, I just don't keep it with myself, but I try to express in front of my team members so that they can also understand, and if that is helpful or if that is needed, we can use it in that. Like, suppose if you are working on a particular, if your team is working on a particular project and you find that the particular algorithm is not so efficient, so you can put up your words there and you can just say that, hey buddy, actually I think that this particular algorithm can be more and more efficient. So at that time you can just keep it there, keep your views there, and you can also include this as a habit to the interviewers, and that habit will be that particular interviewer will become a bit happy at that time, that of course this is a good habit he's having. He's able to express his particular feelings, or he's able to express his actual thinking, what he thinks, so that the project becomes much and much more better. So these types of points you have to include while giving your answer to tell me about yourself. Okay, so in this video, I think that this particular video will be helpful to you. If it is helpful, just hit a like button, and I'm aiming for a like of it more, almost 100 likes. So I hope so you can do it, and at least do 100 likes, and more the likes, more will be I will be more and more happy. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe the channel, because that motivates me a lot. So please do subscribe the channel and share this particular video to the people who actually need it. Till then, be healthy.